Welcome to SEA market webinar today. So my name is James.
My name is Ivan.
Yeah, both of us are the account strategists for the SEA market. So basically, our job routine is we will actually help our agency to build, or to give more strategy on their clients' account and to help them to optimize to reach their KPI as well. So we will move to our slide, our agenda today, and then we'll talk more about the session today for our discovery campaign and the key point that how to actually to improve better on our campaign. Okay, so I will share you our slide right now. So this is basically just an image for both of us. Okay.
So welcome to our Southeast Asia webinar, Discovery Campaigns and Golden Formula. So in next slide, you will see a form for you to fill up the registration form. So basically, this link will be provided in the description below. So if you're interested to sign up for Discovery Campaign, please do so. Click on the link and it will direct you on the form. So just make sure you fill in so that we can contact you. Or you can also scan the QR code as well. So let's go to our agenda for the day. So basically today we'll cover what is discovery campaigns, how it works, and also the key features as well. And then secondly, we will talk about why discovery campaign and who is it for. And the third one, we'll talk about how to create discovery campaigns. And last but not least, we'll be talking about golden formula on how to build an effective conversion-based campaigns. So basically, what is discovery campaigns and how it works? So basically, discovery campaigns is a Google new products that just recently released. So basically, it's a new way, to reach people across Google properties, basically with rich and relevant contents where consumer are actually open to discovering new products and services when they are using Google products. So basically, Google is the business of growing your business, and then that means that giving you the best tools to help you reach and engage your customer. So knowing who your customer is and what they want is very difficult, but then thanks to Google and I mean Google so basically we know that in fact 90% of the user switch between devices and platforms while completing tasks online, and then 64% of smartphone user now expect to get information specified to them and their station while using the device. So we don't just engage with user at one moment, we try to engage with them at the variety of moments in the journey, which mean that in different kind of Google properties. So across Google properties where we have, Google Discover, YouTube, and also other products as well, which we'll cover next.
So Ivan, just to ask you a question, right? So is this the same campaign as like the YouTube TrueView Discovery?
No, James. Basically, this discovery campaign is not the same as the TrueView for action, the one in YouTube Discovery as well, because this one you'll be creating a new campaign. Basically, you cannot create this if you are using a video campaign where you mentioned just now. So basically, it's not the same.
Okay.
So let's go to our next slide.
Yeah.
So how is it look like? So basically, you see, like I mentioned, it will actually appear in three Google properties. The first one we can see is the YouTube homepage feed, where the girl with the red shirt and also pants is actually one of the discovery campaigns ads. And then the second one is the Google Discover, which is one of the Google application, where this is actually available both in Google Android phone and also in iOS. But if you're using an iOS, then you might want to install this application. And then the third one is the Gmail. As usual, we can see there's ads there. You can click in and it will expand and show you the full image of the ads itself.
So Ivan, basically, since on the YouTube, right, now they're actually having this placement on YouTube, does it mean that it will be the same as like the YouTube must say?
I see. I think what you mentioned just now is the masthead where you actually need to reserve, actually far in advance. So basically, it's a different placement. So basically, masthead will be appear firstly in your YouTube homepage where you need to actually reserve it far advance, like few months before. But discovery campaign is different because it can appear anytime as long as it's relevant to your user itself. So basically, masthead and discovery campaign is different.
Okay.
So basically, when in discovery campaign is suitable for you, when you use, especially if you have a limited, images, you can actually just use a single image, and then for all these three different platforms as well, because as usual, Google will help you to optimize it and to make sure that it's actually optimized for all the platform. So other than single image, you can also actually use a carousel of images where you wanted to you may, if you want to like show different kind of different kind of products, or maybe you want to show different visuals to your customers, so that they might be interested to click into the ads and then to land on the page that you want them to land in. So basically, there is a varieties of ways that you can actually do a discovery campaign as well. So let's deep dive into how it works in these three platforms. So basically, the first one, we will have the YouTube home feed. So YouTube home feed, is the go-to destination as usual for users seeking to discover new content on YouTube. So basically, when user go to YouTube, they wanted to browse a new video, they don't know what to watch, so usually they will use their YouTube home feed. And then why YouTube home feed is the best place to show discovery ads is that because it's driven by better recommendations and a better experience and also better content for the user. So basically, all this video that they're going to see in the YouTube home feed is actually tailor-made for them itself. So that's why the user usually will go through the YouTube home feed to find the videos that they wanted to watch. And then, in fact, based on Google data over the last 3 years, the watch time from content discovered on the YouTube homepage has actually grown 10 times. So that's why it's actually the best time for you to use discovery campaign as well to test out whether your ads will actually your ads improvement will increase in when using the discovery campaign. So YouTube homepage actually are videos, ads that are available on the YouTube mobile homepage as users scroll down the feed as they actively look for new content. So in addition to the top slot, which means the YouTube masthead slot, we are actually including additional ad slot on the YouTube, which earlier James mentioned about masthead will actually appear on the top page of YouTube home feed, which is a different kind of ads. We call it reservation campaign. But whereas this one discovery campaign is the one will appear after the masthead. So it's actually a different kind of campaign. So move on. The next one, the platform that will appear is in Gmail. So basically, last year we actually re-imaged the promotion tabs as a tool, to help consumer find the valuable and expiring offers in their email, to drive them to actually purchase the item that they actually have, they forgot about. So it was take it as a reminder for them, to browse it again and then to go and see the promotion that is going on at the moment when they're browsing the promotion tab. So we launched a redesign of the tabs that puts compelling imagery and also key offers front and center, so consumer could easily discover valuable informations where these discovery ads will actually appear in. So that's why it's actually a best place for for you to do advertise on, because when they go to the promotion tab, meaning that your potential customer might be interested to purchase certain items or might interested to use certain services. So that's why they are browsing the promotion tabs. That's why I think it will be quite effective for you to use a discovery ads in Gmail, so that you can actually reach out to all these potential customer of yours. So moving on next, the third placement, which is the Google Discover. So basically, you might be wondering where it will appear. for the Google, Discover ads. So basically, Google Discover is actually it's a pre-installed apps in your Android phone. So if you are using Android phone, you'll notice that when you swipe all the way to your left hand side, so you swipe from left to right, then you will see that there will be a page showing you a Google Discover. It will showing you with a Google logo, search box. This is not the same when you click on the Chrome application itself. So it's actually a different one. That's why we call it Google Discover instead of the browser itself. The Chrome application in your Android phone. So basically, it's a different one. So you can try it on your in your Android phone, and then just try to find it. Where is it? And then it's actually it's a search box. You can see it's a row of a search box. You can see on the top, or maybe in your widget, you can try to find it as well. Depending on which kind of version you're using in your Android phone, because different version of your in Android version. So this thing might be appeared differently because some it will be already having a page itself. Some you might need to click on the application. So a lot actually we in Google we noticed that people have long turned to Google to get answers. They're trying to search in search box whenever they want to find out what happened. What is the some issues that's going on. They want to search more information. So usually they usually will deeper on the topics they're passionate about. So Discover is unique because it's one step ahead. It helps consumer come across the things that they haven't even started looking for. So basically, when you are in Google Discover, you will see the things that actually you will eventually see it when you are using the search function. But then Google already help you to select the topics or the news that you really want to see. So they will actually custom make for you in this particular Google Discover. So you'll see all the topics, news, and everything that you're interested in. So that's why if you are advertising on Google Discover, you are actually targeting people those who are already interested in looking for certain things or services as well. So that's why it will actually capture your potential customer easily when you advertise on Google Discover platform. So let's talk about the key campaign features. There are few key campaign features for Google Discovery campaign. So first, as I mentioned earlier, is about rich and relevant creative. So basically, it inspire consumers with an open canvas, showcasing your brands or products in single image, rendered natively across each Google property. So like I mentioned before, is we will actually optimize to different kind of platform to make sure that your ads will be compelling when you're using the single image. The second one, driving results, where you're combining different kind of creative canvas with Google's understanding of intent, and you can actually confident that you will anticipate what your customer want and also deliver the result that actually you care about. And then it's also unmatched. You can actually reach the unmatched reach as well, because you'll be able to reach hundreds of millions of people, across the Google properties, which in YouTube, Discover, and Gmail. Because we all know that in this YouTube platform, a lot of people nowadays browsing videos to find to read news, to browse more information, to listen to music. So basically, they do a lot of things in YouTube platform. So that's why if you are using Google Discovery campaign, you can actually target a lot of your potential customer as well, where you can't do it in other type of campaign, especially if you are just using search campaign and display campaign only. You might want to consider discovery campaign, so that you'll be able to reach different kind of your user from this platform as well. So unified creative specifications. So basically, how you're going to how this ad is going to be, how you're going to set it. So basically, Google provide a diverse set of high quality creative assets, and then we deliver the best ad rendered natively across each Google property to help you get discovered. So as usual, for your ads, what your potential customer will see is the headline, description, multiple images, at least one landscape required, and then with a square logo approved for a round crop, and then you have a business name you need to include so that your potential customer know that uh, this ads is from which company, from what kind of organizations or businesses as well. Then you have the URL for them to know that where they actually are expecting themselves to land on. And so we have the CTS string, selection map from drop down boxes as well. So as usual, in discovery campaigns, we will also have Google Audience Solutions, where is a is for you to select the audiences that you want the target to make sure that it's actually it's a highly relevant ads for your potential customer. So as usual, we in Google we recommend you to use in custom intent, and also in market audience, or also affinity, which is interest and habits, or you can also target based on their life, which is demographics, based on the age and gender. So in intent and action, it is actually people who making purchase decision relevant to your brand right now. So basically, we have in-market audiences where it's already they have a drop-down list in your audiences. You can actually just choose the one that is relevant to your industry or your businesses. And then we also have custom intent where if you can't find it in your in-market, you can actually try to put in a keywords that is highly relevant to your businesses, so that you can search the intent that relevant to your businesses. And you also can do remarketing, where you can actually for videos, website, or similar audiences. And you also can upload your emails of your of your customer, and then to reach out to them as well, so that you can also do retargeting for the audiences that already interact with your ads before, or with your businesses. So the second one, interest and habits, where the your potential customer is interested in the products like yours. So we can actually use affinity to actually track to show the ads to your potential customer. They have the similar patterns who is interested. Let's say you are in FMCG, maybe selling snacks. Maybe you can use this kind of settings, which is affinity audience, to actually target this kind of potential customer. And then the third one, you have demographics as usual, age and gender, or you may target more detailed demographics. Maybe your products is only suitable for certain parental status and stages, or maybe based on their household income, education, employment, etc. So why discovery campaigns? So basically, because the first, we will be able to build effective creative. You will be able to upload high resolution live staff imagery, which is at least 1200 times 628 resolutions that showcases your brand. As usual, you can also use description and also CTA, call to actions, to ensure that your potential customer, to make sure that your ads is compelling to your potential customer. So secondly, you can actually reach the right audiences, as I mentioned earlier, because you are targeting different set of audiences. The one that you cannot target in other type of campaign, in your search campaign, display campaign, or in your video campaign. So this is the chance for you to reach out to the potential customer that you haven't reached out yet. And the third one is that you can actually track and measure performance as usual, which you can enable conversion tracking to see how effectively your ads are driving valuable customer activity, such as maybe your goal is to get more website clicks, purchases, or maybe sign ups as well. So just bear in mind the building strategy for discovery campaign. So far, we only have two, which is the target CPA and also maximize conversion. So you might be wondering, who is it for? These ads basically is actually ideal for advertisers who are interested in driving sales for subscriptions or services with a limited set of products, to get more leads, to gain more acquisition, and also to drive more efficient website traffic. and maybe extending the reach of remarketing campaign as well. But however, it's not intended for advertisers who are actually interested, in dynamically updating products, meaning that you have a lot of products that you wanted to show in your creative. So I mean, discovery campaign might not be the one you want to go for because there is a limitation for you in order for you to do this kind of ads. And then secondly, if you want to drive for brand awareness objective as well. So next, James will be talking about on how to get started for your discovery campaigns. So basically, in order for you to do a discovery campaign, you will need certain help from us in order for you to get started. So James.
Yeah. So for this discovery campaign, basically, I mean, if you say that you guys are interested, I mean, whitelisting at the moment because it's still under the beta stage. So let's let us know that if let's say you guys are interested, you can just fill in the form earlier ago, and then we will actually get back to you about it. So the next one I will show you is how are we going to get started, and once we get whitelisted, maybe we are not sure whether how are we going to create it in the right way. So on the slide here, we show you, as per normal, we will create a new campaign. You just click on the blue icon with the plus icon in the middle. Just click it, and then it will pop up option for you. So basically, you can choose without goal. Choose the option that without goal, and then you can see that after what you get whitelisting, you will see a new option there shows discovery. Okay, so you have to click that. So once you click discovery, it will pop up the information that throughout all the campaigns the same. Basically, you need to enter the campaign name as a preference, and then select the location that you're going to target, and then enter the language that you want as well. So we'll come to the bidding part. So as what Ivan just told us just now, we have two different bidding. One is target CPA and one is maximize conversion. So basically right now, for the maximize conversion is actually still in the beta actually. So the one who actually runs right now is only the target CPA. But as for now, it means for the maximize conversion, they are still doing testing. So it's not available throughout all yet. Okay, and then the next one, it will be the budget part as well. You can actually enter the spend you want. So what we will suggest, right, let's say that for the budget wise, to get a better what you call that performance or on your discovery campaign, usually we will suggest to have at least 10 times of the value of your target CPA, your daily budget. So example, let's say that if you're setting your target CPA is let's say is $1. So at least you need to have like 10 times of your target CPA budget, the bid, then you can set a daily budget as $100.
So James, just want to ask you a question. So what happens if I set lower than 10 times of the value of my target CPA bids? How will my ad perform in that case?
Okay, so you can actually set, this is just a recommend. So basically you can still set as low as the amount that you want. But in terms of it, let's say that because for discovery, they actually have this machine learning, to help you to optimize and to try to blast out your ads to the right person. So let's say that if our budget is very limited, example, then, but our target CPA is quite expensive. So it means that maybe in a day that you are not able to fulfill to reach out to all the audience, and you might miss out the opportunity to get them to become one of your leads.
I see.
Okay. So the next part, after you've done your bidding and your budget, and then you will fall under this ad group level. So basically, you need to enter the ad group name as per normal. And then for the targeting, right? So in the earlier slide, Miss Ivan has shown us as well. So for targeting is quite different for discovery because we only have audience targeting. So basically, you have you can enter by going by interest or custom intent, okay, or maybe you can do remarketing as well. So basically, this is the only targeting that we are able, and audience and demographic, this is the two options for us only under the discovery campaign. Okay, so move forward. Once you've done the targeting part, and then we will fall under this ad creation. So this is the overview of it basically. So we click new ads, and then the interface is almost similar like the responsive search ads or responsive display ads as what we are doing right now. But for this discovery ads, basically we are only able to upload image and logo, no videos, and then we can enter the final URL, the headline, headline is up to maximum to 5, and then you can have these descriptions. Okay. So once you fill up everything, and then you can save and create campaign. So as from this, the image and logo, right? So basically, you can choose to upload your file yourself, or you want to use a stock image, or you want to scan by your website. You can do so as well. It's up to you. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So basically, it will recommend you, to have at least one logo, and then you have one landscape or image. It will at least have two different images, so at least the system will help you to optimize it on your creative. So at this part as well, because we need require to fill in the business name as well, because this is it will actually show up that this is your brand or your business, your company on your ads. So once you create everything, it will show here. So you can see on the screen here, it will show you like the under review one. This is the creative, how it looks like. So basically, you can once you create everything, and you can review back after if you really want to make changes or what, you can still going back to see the asset as well.
So there you go. It's on how to create your discovery campaign. So James, basically, we know that discovery campaign is very useful to the advertiser out there. So basically, do you have any other recommendations for us on how to maximize our campaign performance?
Yeah, definitely. So on the next slide, right? So basically, I will cover. We have a golden formula that we will actually encourage our client, or we will should educate our agency or client to know more better about this. So at least we can actually push our campaign or our client's campaign to a better stage. So on this slide, I will cover for display. So right now, display, because we have this smart display and responsive display ads, right? But right now we have the new discovery campaign. So we can actually make use of this, because first thing we can maximize the conversions, and then we can use the custom intents or the audience what we have on the system itself, and then we can do remarketing as well. This is a 3-in-1 package. So basically, this will actually help you to enhance your performance of your advertisement and the reach out to the right audience as well. So it will be recommended, if you can run 3 different campaign, so at least you can help to our client, to test out the different of it. Okay, so basically, just quickly, to let you know about the smart display campaign. So because for smart display campaign, basically it will drive the performance on your display campaign GDN by using the power of the Google, we call as a machine learning. So basically, this machine learning will learn everything, because definitely it should be work more better comparing on our knowledge, as because they are the back end of the system, and then they can able to reach all the stage of the buying circle. So basically, they will reach more potential client. Example, they know that they have the interest, or they are actually looking for this kind of product or services. So at least Google will the first will be immediately try to push this kind of ads to this kind of what you call it, potential buyers or audience. And then good thing is, it will maximize your workload. It's like you can spend more time on other campaign management. Like example, like you can spend more time on optimize on search campaign or other campaign as well. Because smart display basically is everything is done by our machine learning, so that you can actually have you can spend lesser time on it. And the creative also is automatically created, because you just need to upload all the size of it, different sizes or different image. Then the system will pick randomly whether which creative that is work better. And good thing is the targeting is also automatic. So you just need to select, like example, like your location and what you call that, you set your budget and so on. So for the targeting, is everything done by our system itself. And some more good thing is they are using the smart bidding, so that they will actually what you call that, our cost per conversion, or we can the cost of it, it will be more accurate. It's like it's more worth than what we are spending on Google. So for this smart display ads, right, the creative, is they will test and then they will optimize it, because they will based on our this machine learning. So basically, let's say that you have like 5 creative, and then the system will try to test an arrow like that. Let's see that whether which creative or asset is work better, and then they will try to push as much as possible, since this creative that would drive you more revenue or drive you more leads. So key takeaway, for this display campaign, basically, good. First thing is the asset selections. It will be automatically done by the system, and then we have a new inventory as well. And then thirdly will be the maximize performance because we will be using what you call the smart bidding. So we can target CPA or maximize conversions. And then we have the qualify of audience. So the next one we will be covering about the search. So search campaign, I mean, most of everyone, have been using these expanded text ads at the moment. So we actually have a new one. It's called responsive search ads. So, and then we have another one is dynamic search ads. I believe everyone should know this as well. So the best, the best performance campaign that we should run, right? Basically, right now, we should start having two expanded text ads and one responsive search ads. The reason because the system will try to push more because for responsive search ads, usually it should get cheaper like cost per click and higher CTR because based on our historical data, most of the client they should achieve this with responsive search ads. So time to time, we will be moving forward more to responsive. So right now, let's say that some advertiser maybe they are still using expanded text ad, then we will recommend you, to add on one responsive search ads in each of the ad group with two expanded text ads remaining lah. So good thing is that because for responsive search ads, and we can use this like target our AS or remarketing list for search ads, and then we have this like non-last click and creative as well. Okay. So good responsive search ads, right? Example, we should have, this is a sample of it. Basically, we should have different headline. What you call that, maybe you need to have like a unique kind of headline, different headlines. So example, like you are using shop or fashionable or and comfortable. So at least each of the headline looks different. So at least once the system they generate, because they will randomly generate the headline that combine the ad text for you. So at least it works better for you. So what is the remarketing list for the search ad? So basically, you have the existing audience, or you call that existing audience. That means that which actually you want to retarget them, remarket them. So because they are already like familiar with your product or your brands. So at least you have this audience in your list already, and then we can try to remarket them and to try to drive the revenue or the leads to come in more. Because maybe they haven't convert, then we can try to give them more different kind of promotions and drive them in. So the next one will be the dynamic search ads. So for dynamic search ads, basically, this is the how you help you to capture the relevance moment. So basically, good thing is we don't need to enter like the keyword and so on. Basically, it will drag from a few part of it. So on the next slide, this is the targeting option. So basically, it will like crawl from your page feed and your category and so on. So at least if someone search like for shoes, like and your website you are selling shoes, right? So at least it will be like match on your content, and then they will show your advertisement on Google Ads. So for this dynamic search ads, basically it's only more suitable for those landing page or website that they actually having like e-commerce site, or they have a very specific kind of category they segment it on their landing page. So let's say if they are using one landing page, then I won't recommend those. It won't work correctly. Okay, so for the key takeaway for this search campaign will be have a creative excellence. The creative, they will have automation as well. And the structure of the campaign, we have to structure it in the right way. And then we can have we can use the maximize audience solution as well to maximize the reach to our audiences and fill the gap. So let's say that because for the budget wise, or we can actually use like this kind of maximize bidding. So at least it will help us to fill the gap. To reach out as much as possible to get the leads.
So that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining our webinar sessions for discovery campaigns. So just make sure that you fill up the registration form, at the link provided below, or you can also scan the QR code you are interested to actually sign up for discovery campaign. Because as James mentioned, in order for you to use this discovery campaign, your account needs to be whitelisted first. So therefore, we recommend you to actually fill up the registration form so that we can contact you as soon as possible.
So guys, so this is the end of the webinar.
Mm.
So we'll see you soon, guys, again.
We'll talk to you soon, and just don't forget to contact us if you have any questions. Because our contact, you can always find it in the signature in our email below. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
bye, guys.
Bye.